What's the mistake? That apparently his wife. There's something I'd like the two of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. The Inspector Cabanella, when you first made that report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all. Impossible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of that firsthand. What's this? A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Jowd's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. Is this an excuse or not? What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister. Wow. I mean, all of a sudden, what's going on? This document. What am I doing? Text went so fast, too. No, I mustn't sign it. I mean, you better hope that the signature actually looked relatively on par with his normal. What? Chop, chop! You don't notice the shit. He's just having. Wait, don't deliver that document. Oh, you don't deliver? You mean deliver? Alright, fine. For psychology, eh? That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair, and suffering began. Fear, despair, and suffering. Fuffakash! Forget it. At the time, it didn't even cross my mind that I had been manipulated. And my memory of the event was only hazy at best. So the memory of being manipulated doesn't clearly remain, eh? Signing execution orders is part of the Justice Minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. But the next day, it dawned on me. I remembered Inspector Cabanella's report on the existence of a manipulator. I also think I'm missing something. Like, I'm saying things and then I'm like missing words or something, but I am saying things. As a Minister of Justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, this nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I had actually been controlled. So in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. I suppose, but it sounds a bit like an excuse. You should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know. I should have. I was running away from the problem. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Oh, here. And then my wife found out I was worried about something. Well, if you go around with an expression like that, I guess it's bound to happen. I explained it to her, and she was dead set against the way I was handling it. Oh my goodness. Oh. If you don't withdraw that order and tell everyone the truth immediately, I'm moving out. You know, that is actually a big deal why she moved out. I don't know why they presented her as being such a bitch. And then, with that kidnapping tonight, with it thrust under my nose like that, I can no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody. So that's why you've been telling people to stay back. So there's somebody else besides me with the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain desk lamp. What I'm not fine with is the fact that person can control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something I can do. I'm jealous. Apparently different ghosts get different ghost tricks. But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Where it comes from? It's hard to give Cabanella a voice, really, because it worked with his calming, but I can't do it when he's like, you know, giving more than just being a baby. Inspector Cabanella, this manipulator is a ghost, a departed spirit. A spirit? As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. What? What did you say? Jowd, don't tell me you can hear this ghost too. Yeah, sure. I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you. Spirit, ghost, gods in heaven. Excuse me, Mr. Minister. I still have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir. Wow. The Inspector. Like, the frame rate in which people walk sometimes is so weird for a DS game. This is Lynne. I'm at the park. We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence? Well, the situation here is... It's kind of difficult to explain. Cecil, if you're there, come to the park immediately. Uh-oh. What happened? It looks like your help is needed, Cecil. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Trick time! No, I'm on the phone. I need to go to the park. Park's down here. There's the park. It's the park, right? Hope I'm not getting it wrong. Lynne calls, and I oblige. I take off toward Temsik Park, a place where clearly something big is taking place. The manipulator, the person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective Jowd's crime, the execution orders, and even my own death. Could it be? Could Lynne have been manipulated into shooting me? Oh, that would explain it, actually. I didn't put that together, apparently. But if she... I mean, we get into a weird place with manipulation and doing... I'm going to continue for a little bit more. Yeah, I'm just going to record a bunch and see where I end up with. Might as well. I have to take a break from Shin Megami Tensei and even Divinity. Like, I can move on, but it's hard to actually, like, do anything. Yeah, like, I'm so underleveled. Or maybe not, I just suck at it. Temsik Park, the site of the little lady Camilla's abduction tonight, and the place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, was hidden. Maybe I'll try some Divinity tonight. Like, not even record, just try and do something. Whoa! What did I just see? I wonder why our lady detective is looking so dejected. At least she isn't dead. What did she find? It went so fast, I didn't see what was swinging. Can I get to it? Hey, chicken. Did she order chicken? There's someone on the swing. Oh, it's... What? Huh? What's he doing here? That's a... La 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 la. Let me spend a moment's time with you, my love. The world will not end if the food delivery is a little late. La 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 la. A little late? It's already ice cold. I'm dead and I know that. I know about being ice cold. Gotta get to Lynne. How? I gotta swing harder. Ooh, play with my nose. There we go. I might have to spin this globe. Wait, that doesn't even make sense. Fine, it does. Okay, you know what? I need to teeter-totter a little bit. There we go. Jesus Christ. Can't even just get to Lynne here. Oh, there's a dead guy. Or someone's dead. Oh, there you are, Cecil. From your dejected expression, I gather. You didn't find what you were looking for? Right. I can't find the music box anywhere. But I found something else instead. Something horrible. Horrible? What is it? A dead person. I don't know who, though. Oh, is that the freaking park guy? There, in the grass. You better see for yourself. Is that the park guy? It looks like a dead body. I nearly died when I saw it. I suppose now that we found it, we can't just leave it there, can we? Nope, I suppose not. Alright. There's the park protector. Yeah. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the rock of the gods. You there? You're not talking to me, aren't you? You're talking to me, aren't you? I have some leaflets for you. Leaflets I know you'll be very interested in. I urge you to pursue it, or peruse it thoroughly. Examine it in detail. Never mind that right now. Do you remember your name? My name? My name? What does my name matter when there are more important things to worry about? Okay. Come now and study these tracks with me, my brother. Come and learn about the rock of the gods with me. The night is no longer young. As a matter of fact, daybreak is approaching, but we are young. Looks like I don't have time to get involved in your way of life, but I am interested in your way of death. So let's go back. Back to 4 minutes before your death. Back to the future! You know, it's not Back to the Future. It just felt like saying that, okay? Alright. What did we have here? Oh, leaflet, grab a leaflet, come on. And so I made up my mind. I resolved to live here in this park and defend it. Okay, and what does that have to do with this Rock of the Gods you mentioned? You still don't appear to understand. It's written quite clearly in the 4th leaflet, in great detail. Excuse me, but I have to use the restroom. What happened to this guy? It's not even around the part where... Oh, whatever. Leaflet! Eek! Oh, here. Oh, was Lynne supposed to get crushed? Oh, no! Heavens, I'm coming! I mean, at least just hold on. I'll be right there. You sure take your time. I've located the target, beauty. A girl of the right age, coming out of the right apartment building at the right time. Oh, that's why. You don't have a picture? Oh. Yes, my dear. I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. You're even shorter than her, almost. At least he's nice about it. Good evening, young lady. Won't you come with me? Tra-la-la-la-la. Eek! What? Oh, gods. What do I do? What should I do? I have to do something. Yo. Oh, God. That's where she died. Right? Huh? But when did she die? I'd say she was a manipulator, but you can't do that way. What in the world? What just happened? Oh, that's Mino. Mino? Mino, the mascot, the symbol of Temsik Park. Forget about that, the name of that big creepy lump of concrete. I'll talk about the way it changed direction. Did you see that? Yes, I did. We witnessed it with our own eyes. The power of the Rock of the Gods. That was the power of the gods. The power of the gods saved that little girl. And then that same power very deliberately crushed you instead. Yes, precisely. That is called the mischief of the gods. Was it the mischief of the gods, or was it a ghost trick? But nah, it couldn't have been a ghost trick. No ghost trick could change direction of something that heavy in midair. But wait a minute. What if there was somebody with much greater powers than me? I don't even know how we're gonna... If there's a manipulator, how do we prevent a manipulator from doing something? Look at that. There's another flame besides mine. Ooh, so that is the flame of a god, is it? But hold on. Your spirit is a flame too, isn't it? Yeah, so? Pardon me, but are you a god? I sincerely doubt it. At the last minute, that big lump of concrete made a huge swing to one side. That was probably the flames doing. Who could it be? I definitely believe it's either a god or somebody god-related. Yeah, I'd better try talking to this person. Well, let's see, can we do it? What the? This person with much greater powers than me. It's you? Hey! Sissel! Oh my, it's Missile! You look well for being dead. Did you see? Did you see what I did? I did it. I tried really hard and I did it. I say, Miss Camila. Are you telling me I was done in by a puppy dog? Missile, what's going on? How'd you get the powers of the dead? I'm glad you asked. So he died again. After Miss Camila went out and you left. I banged my head so hard I got brain damage and died. I worked like crazy to make my own pack, and I did it. Okay. You open the door. And then I followed Miss Camila out into the big wide world. He got hit by a car, didn't he? Huh? And then, here at this park, I found her at last. Yeah, yes, you guessed it. I barked. You bet I did. And I went running after her, too. And then... Got hit by the motorcycle. Dead. And then I guess I died. And then I was unconscious for a little while. So if you have the powers of the dead, though, does that mean it's too late to save your fate too? When I came to, it was all over. Poor Miss Camilla. Crushed under that big scary lump. Oh, what have I done? I'm so sorry, little lady. Please forgive me. Miss Camilla! I don't think Missile can ever be resurrected and had to rescue Miss Camilla. It was up to me. I cried out from the depths of my heart. And then... I can't tell you how surprised I was, but I bet you understand, right? Better than probably anybody else could. And I remembered what you did for me, how you saved me. So, you went back, right? Back to 4 minutes before the little lady's death. You bet I did! Oh man. Now we're going back into the past, back into the past. Whoop. Yes, my dear. I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. But you just literally manipulated the rock. Like, you lifted it up. How does a dog learn to do that? Now it's my chance. I thought I saw the core. I don't know. Looks pretty far. I stretched out my paw toward the core. Oh, how I felt at that moment. I'd love for you to be able to feel it too. Go ahead, Cecil. Go ahead and try it for yourself. Whoa! I can't believe it. How could you connect over such a great distance? Well, they don't call me Missile for nothing. And so then you manipulated that Mino thing and threw it aside? Right on top of my head. Well, no, actually. Huh? I can't manipulate things like you can, Cecil. You can't? Then how did you... I didn't know what to do. Then I happened to see something out of the corner of my eye. And it had a core, too. Oh. A single leaf hanging from the tree. I tried reaching out to the leaf. What in the world? I can't manipulate things. But apparently I can swap them. As long as the two things have the same shape, that is. Swap things with the same shape. Go ahead and try it. Touch the swap button. Uh-huh. That's incredible. And so that's how you saved your mistress, is it? And that's how I became caught up in this, is it? I'm very sorry. My powers were too meager. Meager? Because you see, I saw one more. Another one. I happened to notice one more core. There was something with the exact same shape stuck in the branches of the tree. Hey, you're right. If Mino could be swapped again with that, then disaster wouldn't have to rain down on my head. But what is that thing? It's too big for a leaf. Whatever it is, I'd much prefer it on my head than Mino. So why did you swap them, Missile? I couldn't. I can stretch out my paw a little further than you can, Cecil. But this was just too far for me. I can reach. And thus... crushed. Huh. I must admit, it's a fascinating spectacle of a death, if I do say so myself. I kept retrying over and over, seeing if there was anything I could do. I bet there's something you can do now. Huh? If we work together, you and me. Cecil, you think so? I don't plan on letting anybody die in front of me tonight. Do you think you can help me? Of course! Naturally! So we're going to drop that Mino thing in a different spot. Okay, let's try it. Let's go back again to 4 minutes before. Like I said, Missile's dead. 100% dead. Because I think once you can have the ghost tricks, that's it. That's the end of your life. That's how it's a football. Alright, let's get started. 4 minutes from now, he'll swap Mino with the leaf. And then you'll have to swap Mino with something else. Something with the same shape. Oh, I believe that's a rugby ball. Okay, rugby, whatever. Okay, rugby ball, huh? But with the rugby ball where it is now, Missile can't reach it. So that means I have to move it closer somehow. Looks like you can. It looks like you and I will have to work together on that one, Missile. Okay, I'm ready. And if you want to use my swap trick, just touch the icon down there. That way, you'll be able to control me. And then, if you touch the icon, Uh-huh. Control will come back to me. By the way, you can switch between us with select too. Select, huh? I'll remember that. Okay, let's try it. Together we can stop Meteor from hurting anybody. Okay, so... first thing I gotta do is, I guess, get that football filter. Alright, Missile. The powers are the key to this time. Okay, I'm ready. I can swap anything that has the same shape. Just call me if you find anything you want to try. Probably the best thing to do is just try a bunch of things and see how it goes. If I see something we can swap, I should use the icon. Okay, so... what? No. I didn't even start yet. Because I can't really do much right now from the point of view of... you know... Missile. La la la! So, like, I gotta work hard here. That's what this is for, then. Well, would you look at that? There sure are a whole lot of round things here. Oh, boy! That means it's time for me, right? Oh, boy! My hair is also round. Let's see. Use Mrs. Powers. I just touch on the icon. I'll try it and see what happens. Whoa! Whew, here you come already. I swore to myself not to repeat my mistakes. Mistakes? When somebody's in trouble, you should lend them a hand. Otherwise, you'll definitely regret it. And now the recklessness of youth has taken over, giving me lightning fast speed. I've been thinking. If we can stop this man from running, maybe he wouldn't get squished. It won't be easy to stop me once the recklessness of youth has taken over. Stopping, eh? Well, I mean, there's not much I can do. Well, I have to do two things here in theory. Well, I'm not in his core anymore. Oops. That too late? I can't do anything here. Time is passing. I know it is passing. I mean, I need to wait for this end. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's really, really fast. Wow, I didn't see this coming. Don't you know the first thing about the globe climber? Huh? Even little children treat it with the respect it deserves. They know that unless you spin it gently, there's no stopping it. Yeah, it does look pretty dangerous. Looks like I'm just destined to fly through the air like this for a while. This just might buy us some time. Maybe he'll just keep spinning around like that for the whole 4 minutes. I'm sorry, but I don't think I would stand it for it that long. But anyway, at least we stopped him from running for a while. Still, we can't while we have the chance. I mean, gotta try and get to this football thing. Alright, we can get a bit higher. I'll need to close the umbrella. Alright. Let's see. Rugby ball. Look at this funny flattened ball. It's the same shape as that horrible Mino, but it's too far to swap from here. Even this ball is starting to look horrible to me. We have to find a way to get this ball closer to that Mino thing. Knock it down from the tree, I say. There must be something we can do. What if I reopen the umbrella or put a leaflet on it? Oh, that was so close. If it hit the ball, it could have knocked it down. Is that all the umbrella can be used for? For knocking the rugby ball down? Don't forget about my powers. And don't forget about my recklessness of youth. Well, I opened it. Didn't do nothing. Leaflet. Can't even get back to this leaflet. I can open and close the umbrella only. And spin this faster. Whoa, 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 whoa. Basketball, can't do anything with that. Can't do anything with the boot. And how would I even get this thing over there? That's the question I find. Oh my god, it's hard to do anything here. So far, I can't find a way to get this thing closer. Switch a missile quickly. No, nothing going on here. Still not ready. Huh. I don't know, man. I have to observe because I don't know what to do. Aha. I think we missed our chance. Sissel, did you see that? Did you see the seesaw? Yes, it really sent that little ball flying, didn't it? Such a pity. It's too bad I didn't hit the rugby ball and knock it down. Maybe it's a little too light to do that. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe we should try setting up something a little heavier. Uh-huh. Something a little heavier. I mean, the basketball would technically work. Did you say too light to do it? Whew, look at that thing go. It doesn't look like it's going to stop for a while. These globe climber novices. Huh? Even little children should blah blah blah. No stopping it. Yeah, it does look pretty dangerous. One time I was riding on it and got carried away. I was spinning so fast I couldn't get off for a while. A harrowing experience. I think I'd like to see that. But it's still death now. Unfortunately, I can't get the ball. That's all I could think of. Because I can't swap it anymore. I mean... yeah, that. Uh-huh. Sissel, help! There's nothing to reach to swap Vito with. We're too late! Darn. Because we'll have to start over again. Yeah, pretty much. From the beginning. Really? Ah, man. What do you mean something heavier? I gotta get something else on that seesaw? Teeter-tot? Yeah, it's gonna take a while to get this done. Well, I'll meet you back at that point. So I did not think of this. I have to use both their powers. Both their powers. I can't just use Sissel. I thought I had to keep him there, Missile, but that's not the case. I'm supposed to swap the basketball with the baseball using Missile. I was so confused. But what Missile did in the past doesn't matter. Because I'm going to get Sissel up there. And then eventually I'm going to swap that basketball with the baseball because they're round and similar. I wasn't paying attention to that at all. I'm an idiot. That's why he kept saying, oh, look, round thing. Because we want to pay attention to the round thing here. So we're spinning him to delay it. Now we get up here. I'm going to do his thing. Quickly. I mean, technically I can get Missile there. No, we want to make sure first that we get everything prepared on this side with him. I want to make sure. I don't even know if this has any point to be here. But anyways. We're going to do this one more time. Because I don't think I have enough time. I need to spin one more time here. Now, go. Go, go, go. Missile. Alright. Here. Swap. Alright, that should be better, right? I mean, it's bigger than the baseball. I don't think there's much else I can do now other than wait for the time to come. I'm going to observe it and see what happens. I didn't think I had to use Missile too. I wasn't using him. I was like, well, he's got to stay there to swap the things. But no, the swap's going to happen regardless. So now, when he makes that jump, the basketball should knock the football down. Right? Uh-huh. Let's see. Look at this fight. Blah, blah, blah. I know. That's still not close enough. Maybe close it? Let's switch to you. Because now we have the basketball here. Umbrella, close. Umbrella won't close, will it? Ball must be in the way. Oh, I guess we don't have to close it. What do you mean? Oh, wait. I know. Maybe. Sissel? That funny flattened ball is still in the tree. Yeah, I know. And, there isn't much more time. I have to find a way somehow. I know. Can I swap these two things? I know there isn't much more time. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do right now. I can't close the umbrella. I can't do anything with the basketball. I can't do anything with the football. I know, dog. I can't close it. Was I supposed... What am I supposed to do with the umbrella, though? I can't close it. I can't swap the ball. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do here. I mean... Can I swap the tire in the... Okay, no, I need this... This is where I need the stylus, I think. Whoops, I hit the mic. Very sorry about that. Because I believe the only thing I can do is swap the tire. No, no, it's because I have trouble with my DS. Swap these two? Ugh. That's how. Okay, the tire. That was a hard thing to do, almost. Hold on. There, remove the ball. What do you think, Missile? That should work. With the ball there, I think I can do it. In just a few seconds. We'll swap Mino with the leaf. And then from there, we can swap Mino one more time. The final moment is near. Missile, are you ready? You bet! But wait, this doesn't make any sense. Because the football is here. You know, so like... That doesn't make sense, though. So this is going to happen regardless. And then... Okay, watch me, Sissel. Here I go. The finishing touches. You can do it, Missile. Swap Mino with the ball. Okay. Swap. I guess because it just crushes... Ow! Ooh, my head. There, how's that? My head has been spared. Surely that was a try worthy of the gods. And now Mino is right where he belongs. We did it again, didn't we? Didn't we? Fate averted indeed. Nobody has to die. Except for one brave little somebody. Huh? I'm talking about you, Missile. Oh, me? I guess you're right. I'm still dead, aren't I? So now let's go back and save your life. Wait a minute. What is it? Now that I think about it, I think I want to stay dead a little longer. What? When I was alive, I couldn't even help Miss Camilla when she was in trouble. I want to be able to protect Miss Camilla. And to do that, I need these powers I have now. I see. Perfectly understandable. Even I wish I had powers like that. Hey, we just saved you. Don't you wish your life away already? Oh, of course. You're right. Okay, Missile, have it your way. By the way, Mr. Reckless Youth, there's a certain detective who needs that music box he found. When we get back to the present time, could you give it to her? Certainly, you have my word. Let's go back then to the present. I mean, there's very low way to save. I mean, we'd have to prevent her from even leaving in technically. Well, then, no, we can't. And so Camilla ended up in the hands of the kidnappers. We weren't able to change that part. Lynne listened to my story without saying anything. I'm sorry. I wish there was something else I could have done. No, you did the best you could. I'm sure she's all right, after all. After all, she has me! And the leaf? Missile? Are you in there? How do you know it's Missile? Miss Lynne! Leave Miss Camilla to me! I know I don't look like much right now, but I'm sure I can help her. Missile. Eek! And there he goes. Oh, stuck. Not really. Miss Lynne! Oh, A leaf was a poor choice. I'm going to leave it up to Missile. Kind of looks like Missile is being left up to the wind. Oh! I have something to give you. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. Aren't you forgetting your promise? Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. Ta-da! My apologies. This is for you. Oh. How does it fit in your pocket? You kept the music box safe, didn't you? Thank you. Not at all. I was only doing what the Rock of the Gods would have wanted. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? He's memorized by my beauty. Hey, that cat's not allowed to get your tongue. The cat's not allowed to get your tongue. Huh? Excuse me, but are you? No, it couldn't be. Have we met before? Aren't you that little girl from that time? I'll never forget it. It was 10 years ago in this park. 10 years ago? How did you witness it? Well, I thought he mentioned something about that. Are you talking about... I guess we'll talk to him. Here in this park, the gods surely control fate. Today, 10 years from that day, we meet once again. If that isn't the power of the gods, then what else is it? It could be just coincidence. But apparently you know our lady detective here. Could you tell us about it? About what happened 10 years ago? Yes, of course. I was actually about to just do that. Rock of the Gods. What's this Rock of the Gods you keep mentioning? You know, what if that person who was about to kidnap Lynne is the one who's like the manipulator? Don't you know? It's right there in front of us. Hi, Mrs. Body. Missile. Wait a minute. You say gods, but do you mean dogs? Of course not. Don't be silly. This is no time for ridiculous word games. You are standing just above the Rock of the Gods now. Take a good look at that monument. Monument? This thing? Rock of the Gods, Temsik Park. The Rock of the Gods? There's a rock down there. Why? The rock is buried in the ground right there. It's been there these 10 years. Ever since that day, it flew down from the heavens and showed us a miracle. A miracle? Wait. What if Jowd didn't kill them? So this rock you've been talking about, is a meteorite? Precisely. It dropped from the sky on that day 10 years ago. Yes, of course. Surely you know all about it. Me? 10 years ago. That day, I just happened to be passing through this park. I had no idea that day would change my destiny. The sun was going down, and through the gloom, I heard the scream of a little girl. Eek! Now just calm down and drop the weapon. Stay back. If you get any closer, I'll shoot her. Now we get to see little Lynne more clearly. I peeked out fearfully from the bushes and saw some shadowy figures. I didn't see the face of the criminal clearly. I knew I should do something to help, but I couldn't move. The tension was so thick, it was painful. Just when I couldn't stand it any longer, that's when it happened. The sky suddenly burned bluish white. And wow, damn, really? Did he even shoot then? Wait, what? When it crashed into the ground, the meteorite gave off a shower of beautiful fragments. And then I saw it. One of the most beautiful fragments pierced into the criminal's back. Really? So Jowd didn't even kill the guy. Even though he thought he did. The judgment of the gods was brought down on the park that day. "10 years ago, the little girl that was you was saved by the Rock of the Gods. Oh my, I can't believe it. The Rock of the Gods was given the name Temsik, and still today, It lies sleeping deep in the park's earth. Temsik. I never knew about this Temsik. I always thought Detective Jowd was the one who saved me. You were very young then. You passed out from the shock of being taken hostage. Of course you wouldn't remember. But that's funny. A huge incident like that should have caused quite a stir. It's strange you never heard of it, Lynne. It is, isn't it? But now that I think about it, I remember I didn't want to think about what happened. I avoided the news and I never came back to this park again. That's why I didn't know anything about it. The meteorite was named Temsik after the name of this park that it fell in. And then the Rock of the Gods was forgotten. Now an awful thing is happening. They're talking about turning the park into a housing site. I'll never forget the miracle I witnessed that day. And so I've taken up residence in this park, and I'm trying to appeal to the people. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. That is my mission. I see. A meteorite appears in a criminal's back. What are the odds? I'm taking you with me, Missile. So, 10 years ago, the little girl that was Lynne wasn't aware of the meteorite. I get that. But Detective Jowd, on the other hand, there's no way he didn't know about this Temsik thing. And if he knew, and the man died, I took his life. What was that confession of his all about? The rocks of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago changed the destinies of many people's lives, like the ripples on a pond when a pebble is dropped in. With every answer I get, I learn about a new mystery. Will I be able to break the chain of mysteries before dawn? 6 a.m.? 5 a.m.? What time is dawn, technically? Anyway, now that we have the evidence we need, we decided to meet up again at the minister's office. Besides, there are a few things I want to ask Detective Jowd. Bruh, slow down a little bit. Well, no, he can't, actually. We found the music box, Detective Jowd. Good job, Lynne. I knew you would. Once everything had been resolved, I had wanted you to give this to him. Him? The Inspector Cabanela, right? I don't suppose he'll ever forgive me. Detective Jowd. Now then, let's get this thing open. There's a certain knack to doing it, you know? Just... Ha! See? Calls that a knack. That's more like brute strength to me. That's a huge gun, by the way. Here you go. Or here you are. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We should find scorch marks on the grip. Scorch marks? When Camilla built her contraption, she used a special kind of string. It's the kind of magicians use. It burns up in an instant and disappears. Why would the little Camilla use something like that? I don't know. Maybe because she's a detective's daughter. Not leaving any evidence behind it and all that. Haha. In the case report, there was a mention of some scorch marks. I thought that guy went off on the fucking justice minister there. I wouldn't be able to solve that one. When it happened, Camilla was watching from her hiding place. She saw the flame run to the gun, something she naturally didn't include in her design. I don't know what I was talking right now. I took the gun out of the frame and replaced it with a picture. And if you remove the picture, you should find scorch marks behind it on the frame too. And those marks should match up with the ones on the gun. In other words, proves the contraption existed there in that room that day. And it didn't work the way your little girl intended, is that right? Exactly. Some cowardly culprit modified the design. But that angle was never brought up in court. And so, as Justice Minister, I must call off the execution at this point. I knew I was right. It wasn't Detective Jowd. Now we can finally prove that. Thank goodness. Thank you, Lynne. In those eyes of yours, I see the eyes of that little girl from 10 years ago. Trick time. Now, this chapter's long. Alright, Jowd, I have something to say to you. Sissel, if you hadn't come to my cell tonight, I would have been gone by now, without ever having known any of this. This is what I deserve. That's what I told myself these past 5 years. But things are different now. Thanks to you, my eyes have finally been opened. Tonight, I've come into contact with a lot of people's lives and got involved in their fates. The only reason I was doing it was to regain my own lost memory. But things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow. I just know it. That's why I need to ask you a few more questions in order to find the truth about us. Fair enough. Fire away. The manipulator. Sister told me about it, Detective Jowd. About the manipulator. Yes, and it looks like this manipulator really did a number on the minister too. Oh! Please don't pick on the minister. If he dies again, I'm the one who has to save him. Oh! Sissel, do you think that's what happened to me too? Hmm? What are you talking about, Lynne? Don't tell me. You were manipulated too? There was always a part of me that just couldn't believe it. The image of the one who shot me. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation. But who is it? And why did they do it? That is a good question. What does he have to do with all this? Was he like an undercover agent or something? That contraption was a birthday surprise for Camilla's mother, wasn't it? That's right. Something's been bothering me about it. I feel like I know that device from somewhere. No surprise there. You lost your life once tonight because of that machine. Right. I knew it. See, Detective Jowd? No, I'm afraid I don't see. I told Detective Jowd about it. I told him about seeing the exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place. That's very strange indeed. A junkyard on the edge of town? I've never even heard of such a place. And what's more, I've never told a single soul about the contraption. You haven't? That old pigeon guy. Who in the world is he? Then we have Temsik. Detective Jowd, you must have heard this name before. Temsik. The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago. You were there. So you found out about that, did you? I hear the meteorite saved little Lynne's life. That's right. I couldn't do anything to help Lynne that day. But in that case, I don't get it. If it's true, doesn't it mean you didn't steal somebody's life away? What are you talking about? Detective Jowd, you told me that 10 years ago, the person who killed the perpetrator at the park was you. What? But it was the meteorite. I wasn't lying. I stole that man's life away. No question about it. It was entirely my fault. I was just about to shoot him. I would have shot him in the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer. That's not true. You were trying to save me. Lynne, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it. Huh? Huh? What do you mean that's not really it? Well, that day 10 years ago, a different incident happened in another place. Another place? Yes, in the police headquarters interrogation room. The worst sort of incident. A suspect who was being questioned escaped. Wow, I didn't know about that. I happened to be there, in the detective division, so I joined the chase. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, I was able to track him down alone in the park. Hold it right there. I fired a warning shot. I wanted to catch him bad. That warning shot made him panic. At the time, I was a young and green detective brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. Well, you had a green coat on. I made him panic and got you involved, Lynne. It was all my fault. I like this kind of weird 8-bitish music. Detective Jowd. All I could see was my target. I couldn't even see you. I'm so sorry, Lynne. So the man who grabbed me died that day, these last 10 years. I've never forgotten his face. And then a few years after that, when my wife Alma died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was fate, my punishment for what I'd done. The perpetrator, did he come back to life? I painted pictures in my cell, nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of the many people I'd met in my life and didn't want to forget. What about Sissel's face? And tonight, I finished my last portrait, the final face I wanted to remember. The final face. The face of the man in the park that day. Wait, just 1 minute. That can't be. I saw that painting. I saw the face you painted tonight. It was my face. Are you telling me I was the man in the park that time? That's right. The face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. face of the man whose life I stole, and of the man who was pronounced dead at the scene. But hold on, Detective Jowd. That can't be true. I just met Cecil for the first time tonight, and he died right in front of me. By the way, maybe that I know the man in the park that day by isn't Cecil. What? For the first minute I laid eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy? I 3 exclamation points. Mr. Minister? Inspector Cabanela, where are you? Just be quiet and listen. This is our demand. What? Demand? He's evil! Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight. Once we've confirmed it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage. What are you talking about, Inspector Cabanela? And you know it wasn't my daughter who was abducted. Doesn't really matter who the hostage is. A life is a life. Even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. What the hell is going on? I don't even know what's going on anymore. What is it, Mr. Minister? You look paler than ever. What in the world? What's going on? Inspector Cabanela? The rock of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people and started a chain of tragic events. Wait, was he brought back to life, maybe? Like... Wait, no, I don't know. I was thinking maybe he was brought back to life by the 4-minute thing. And even now, the chain continues to grow even longer. Inspector Cabanela's call proved that to us. And the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who is this me I've been chasing all night? Who am I? I'm even further from knowing than when I started. Yeah, sure. I don't know what's going on anymore. Well, I figured Cabanela could have been a bad guy. I just don't know, like... I don't know, man. He drew Cecil's face. He was the criminal who supposedly died 5 years ago, but he was alive. He could have been brought back by a ghost trick, and that's why he might have the ability to be a ghost trick, or to have the ghost trick ability. Lots of questions, very little answers, but I'll see you next time. Well, maybe. It depends on when okay, it might not be next time. I'll see. So long.